Hello to all my college football fanatics. My friends, sit back, relax. Let's get this video started. What a dandy of a game that we're going to have in the first round of the college playoffs 2024 between the 10-2 Tennessee Volunteers, 6-2 in the SEC, will be traveling to Columbus, Ohio to get it on with the 10-2 Ohio State Buckeyes in the shoe. Buckeyes 7-2 in the Big Ten. My friends, welcome to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, sit back, relax, and let's talk some college football with Buckeye Vinny here. You know, I broke both of these teams down, and this is going to be quite the matchup, okay? I look at Tennessee, a very good coach over there, Coach Heupel. You know, I look at their offense. They average 37 points per game. I look at their defense. They give up a stingy 14 points per game. And this is a team total offense that averages 463 yards. My friends, you got to remember, this is a team that out of their 12 games, 8 of them were SEC games. So, you know, when you can average 463 total yards per game, Coach Josh Heupel was doing something right over in Tennessee, for sure. You know, I also broke down this quarterback and running back for the Volunteers. They are led by quarterback Nico. Not even going to attempt to say his last name. It's like 15 letters long. Anyways, Nico, 19 touchdown passes, only 5 interceptions. He's completed 66% of his passes for 2,512 yards. But my friends, their bread and butter all season long has been their dynamite running back, Dylan Sampson. 1,485 yards on the year, and count them, 22 touchdowns. Very interesting. Now, the 2 losses for Tennessee was a 19-14 loss to the Arkansas Razorbacks, who is an unranked team, and a 31-17 loss to the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, this is a very good football team, my friends. Defensively, like I said, they have 29 sacks on the year. Defensively, they force 20 turnovers, 11 interceptions, 9 fumble recoveries. You know, it's going to be a very interesting matchup, to say the least. I broke both of these college football teams down, and in a lot of ways, they're very similar. In a lot of ways. Defensively, Tennessee brings it. Very physical ball club. At the end of the video, I will give my prediction, who I believe will win this game. Once again, this game will be played Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. in the Horseshoe. Now moving on to the Ohio State Buckeyes, coached by Ryan Day, 10-2 on the year. His 2 losses was a heartbreaker to the Oregon Ducks in Eugene, 32-31, and a loss that should have never happened, but it did, in the Horseshoe to the Wolverines by the score of 13-10. This is a Buckeye team coming in averaging 36 points on the year. Defensively, a stingy, only giving up 11 points per game, and that is good enough for the #1 ranked defense in the nation. You know, I look at this team. They are led by starting quarterback Will Howard, transfer from Kansas State University, and what a job he has done all year. Will Howard, 27 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions thrown, and tack on 8 rushing touchdowns. So, you know, Will Howard has accounted for 35 of the Buckeyes' touchdowns and has completed 72 of his passes, 72% of his passes for 2,860 yards on the year. When I look at these 2 running backs, they're tremendous. Trevion Henderson, 751 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, an impressive 7.1 yard per carry average on the year. and Quinshon Judkins, the transfer from Ole Miss Rebels, 805 rushing yards on the season and leads the team rushing with 8 rushing touchdowns. Skilled set position players, wide receivers could be the best in college football. Emeka Egbuka, 60 grabs, 743 yards on the year, 9 touchdowns. True freshman Jeremiah Smith, 57 grabs, 934 yards, and leads the team with 10 receiving touchdowns. And Carnell Tate, what a great job he's done. 41 grabs, 583 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns. My friends, bottom line, defensively, Buckeyes come in with 35 sacks. They have forced 17 turnovers, 9 interceptions on the year, 8 fumble recoveries. They are led by JT Tuamalo with 6 sacks, Cody Simon with 5 sacks. Sonny Styles leads the team with 61 tackles, followed by Cody Simon coming in with 58 tackles on the year. You know, my friends, I basically broke these two teams down like I mentioned, and it's going to be a good football game, okay? Bottom line, it's going to be the typical Big Ten. Maybe it's going to be a game that, you know, weather-wise, it's supposed to be horrible. Snow mixed with rain, cold. But that's Big Ten football, okay? That's Big Ten football. We shall see. Do I think that the weather may favor the Buckeyes? I want to say a little bit, only because they're more used to playing in the colder weather and stuff like that. But we shall see. Ryan Day needs to get this monkey off his back, my friends. Ryan Day is currently 0-3 against SEC teams. 2020 lost to Alabama 52-24 in the national championship. 2022 losing that thriller of a game in the Peach Bowl, losing on a missed shank left field goal, losing to the Georgia Bulldogs 42-41, and just last year losing to the Missouri Tigers in the Cotton Bowl 14-3. So my friends, bottom line, something's going to have to give for Coach Day and the Buckeyes. You know, bottom line, this game's going to be won in the trenches. Okay? Now, we all know the Buckeyes are coming in with a banged-up O-line. Okay? We all know that. Center went down with an injury. Left tackle, still don't know what's going on with who we're going to put at left tackle to fill the starter spot. But, you know, bottom line, sometimes greatness happens when a team is pushed in the corner. And a coach. Okay, now I know Coach Ryan Day has taken a lot of flack this season. Okay, obviously losing to a subpar, mediocre Wolverines team, the biggest rival that we have every year, did not help. Losing to the Wolverines 4 straight seasons since Ryan Day has been the head coach does not help. So for me, this is almost a must-win for Coach Ryan Day and the Buckeyes, okay? The Buckeyes are getting new life by, number one, making it to the playoffs and being able to host the first round at the Horseshoe, Columbus, Ohio. You know, but this isn't going to be an easy game. I'm just going to say that. I think the Buckeyes, here's my prediction, folks. I think the Buckeyes will find a way to pull this game out and win this game. Might not be pretty, but bottom line, in football, who cares about it being pretty? You just want to get that W, okay? Like Al Davis always said for the Raiders, just win, baby. And that's right. So, without a doubt, my friends, I like the Buckeyes to win this game. Now, I've predicted throughout the season for the Buckeyes, I predicted that the Buckeyes would beat Penn State, and they did, 20-13. I predicted that the Buckeyes would get past Indiana, and Indiana at the time, coming into that game against the Buckeyes, were undefeated. But I predicted the Buckeyes would beat Indiana and stop their undefeated season, and they did, 38-15. They put a whooping on the Hoosiers. I did predict the Buckeyes. Everybody and their grandmother predicted the Buckeyes over the Michigan Wolverines, and I was wrong. There was my loss. But my friends, bottom line, I believe that the Buckeyes will win, and that is my prediction. Might not be pretty, but I believe the Buckeyes will find a way to get it done. Will Howard has played very consistent all season long. I like our running attack with Quinshon Judkins and Trevion Henderson, but I'm going to say this. This game's going to be one in the trenches. Our O-line better bring their A game if we want to open up the holes for Henderson and Judkins. Okay? This is going to be very important. Our O-line must pass protect Will Howard. Okay? Now, against Michigan, our O-line failed to protect Will Howard, and our O-line failed to open up holes for Henderson and Judkins, two of the best running backs in college football, hands down. So, for me, my friends, bottom line, something's going to have to give. And once again, don't get me wrong, I got the utmost respect for Tennessee Volunteers in that SEC conference. But I believe that Ryan Day will finally be able to notch a victory in his coaching career, finally, against an SEC team. I like the Buckeyes to defeat the Tennessee Volunteers. My friends, if you are new to my channel and if you haven't subscribed yet and you watch this video, please do Buckeye Vinny here a favor and click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, which I hope you all do, please click on the like button. Like always, for all of those out there that have donated to Super Thanks, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for donating to my YouTube channel, Sports Show. It is greatly appreciated. And like always, not only do I like to read your comments, but I love to get back to every single comment that I do read. So please comment down below, not just about this video, but comment who you think will be able to chalk up the W and move on to the second round of the College Football Playoffs 2024. That is all Buckeye Vinny has for tonight. Like always, peace out. God bless you all. That's all Buckeye Vinny has for tonight. I am out of here. Go Buckeyes.